The journey. Making money and becoming rich is everyone's dream. When a child comes into the world, parents and other family members have already developed preconceived notions of what their child would become. And to be honest, most or all of these notions have something or other to do with money or becoming rich. Parents have a great deal of experience from life and want to make sure their children do not make the same mistake and lead a better life than theirs. The child's journey from a boy to a man is mainly about living a healthy, successful life with loads of money. Being rich is a rather subjective word and varies from person to person. People owning big luxury cars and houses may be classified as the rich by many, but our definition or understanding is a bit different. Who is rich? For us, any person who's able to develop a sustainable income stream and lifestyle may come under the definition of being rich. We will further delve into the subject and bring some clarity to the matter at hand. Our generation is the generation of social media. Tools like Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat have increased the need for a common individual to impress others. In this process, people tend to go overboard and spread their legs more than their blankets. In other words, people tend to waste money on nonsensical items. While on the surface, they may appear extremely rich, but deep down, these people are suffering from depression. These people spend their entire paychecks on buying things they don't need. They lack in planning for the future, and when conditions get tough, they go out completely bankrupt. Therefore, for us, people appearing rich on the surface may not be truly rich. For a person to be rich, they must have the ability to build up wealth over time. These are the people who are able to survive through thick and thin, as they had smart, calculated decisions. And once you have enough savings and wealth, then you can go ahead and spend on other luxuries. Below are a couple of things to stop doing to become rich. 1. Following the herd. Change comes with the mind, and that's exactly what we mean when we say following the herd. Everyone has their own circumstances, and thus lead their lives accordingly. Similarly, we have our own lives and conditions, and thus may lead our lives that way. If I see someone blindly spending all of their fortunes on something useless, such as unnecessary luxuries, it's not obligatory for us to do the same. Soliciting credit through credit cards, bank loans, or mortgages is so easy these days that almost everyone these days appears to be rich, or at least on the surface. It's imperative that we do not get impressed easily by other people. We should be able to assess our own strengths, circumstances, conditions, and weakness, and come up with decisions accordingly. Impressing others may bring in instant gratification, but in the long run it can be disastrous. Decisions, especially related to money and wealth, should be taken while keeping the long run in perspective. 2. Blaming others. Most people who are not rich always complain about their job, how unfair life is, how someone else screwed them up, how their boss is not supportive, and so on. There's a very famous saying taught in school that a bad worker blames his tools. No one in this world likes to blame themselves. It's human nature to spread the blame, but doing it every now and then is a major red flag. Life will always be unfair, and one should accept this fact. A person who adopts the habit of blaming others would continue to do so their entire life. Rich people, instead of pointing fingers at others, always blame themselves first. This is a great quality to have. It inspires an individual to always keep improving and ultimately rattle the world, with no matter how hard the circumstances. Most rich people were ridiculed and degraded in the beginning. When a boy who loved basketball was cut off from his team, he became so disheartened that he went home and cried the entire day. But he picked himself back up, showed perseverance and resolve, and became Michael Jordan and redefined basketball. We would never have seen the great man play if he would have given up that day and blamed the coach for unfairly cutting him off the team. Steve Jobs, similarly, was fired from Apple, the company that he had co-founded. Jobs, however, did not go on a blaming spree. He continued to work hard and developed another company called Next. He was later again approached by Apple and introduced the world to the revolutionary iPads, iPods, and iPhones. 3. Not living your passion. The number one reason for demotivation and depression is not living your passion. People most of the time are living someone else's dream. One can never succeed when one does not like what he does. When you work for something you're passionate about, your motivation sensors are automatically triggered. These sensors allow the person to work more than a normal human being. Rich people today are rich because they love what they do. When a person is demotivated from his job, there's no way he's going to put in the extra effort required to excel. Most people today fail to take risks and are hanging on common career paths, MBAs, BBAs, medical, etc. They're afraid to explore other avenues such as arts, sports, and literature, because these paths are something that society won't accept. All those people who dared to do something different are extremely rich now. The likes of Roger Federer, Messi, Sachin Tendulkar, Wasim Akram have revolutionized sports, and the only reason is that they followed their dreams and passions instead of being part of the rat race. 4. Not working hard. Everyone wants to become rich, but no one wants to work hard enough. Practice makes perfect. Practicing again and again is imperative for success. Malcolm Gladwell in his book The Outliers mentions the 10,000-hour rule. According to Gladwell, a person would obtain mastery over anything once he spends 10,000 hours doing something. In other words, practicing more would allow one to obtain mastery. This brings us back to our earlier point of living your passion. A person won't be able to work or practice again and again if he doesn't put his heart and soul into it. Hence, working hard comes with a prerequisite. Once a goal's been set, a person should work hard with a disciplined approach. Most rich people, when asked the secret to success, have a common answer. There's no shortcut to success. To become rich, one must bring discipline and hard work in their lives. 5. Relying on a single source of income. Rich people often do not work on a single source of income. Diversifying your portfolio is the key to success. If you're earning from a job, it's important to save a portion of your income and then invest in lucrative investment opportunities. As we keep on investing, our wealth multiplies. The extra amount can then be invested somewhere else, and then the cycle will continue. Eventually, we'll have multiple earning streams, each taking us a step further on our goal of becoming rich. 6. Not reading more. Another habit that one must leave behind is not reading. Reading is a must if you want to get rich. In our earlier point, we mentioned that one must have multiple income streams. But in order to identify those earning streams, one must make reading a habit. Warren Buffett mentions that he spends 80% of his day reading. His reading material consists of newspapers, corporate reports, and books. Reading allows an individual to be in touch with the investment world. If a person makes a habit of reading corporate reports like Buffett, identifying an investment opportunity becomes all the easier. Moreover, it also allows a person to understand and recognize other industry trends. Industries other than the one he works in. 7. Impatience. People should focus on giving 100% and then avoid the habit of being impatient. Seldom do we see people becoming rich overnight. Hence, one should display patience and also leave some things. Each and every person is unique and therefore may reap the benefits at the allotted time. Therefore, the key here is of not becoming impatient by losing hope. With skill and hard work, success will come eventually. In conclusion, adhering to the above-mentioned points can change your life in a dramatic fashion. The key is, of course, setting goals and then abiding by them through hard work and discipline. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe for more informative content like this. Also, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. With that said, have a great day, you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.